Jeffrey
Here, Your
Martinez.
Honor. Sorry about that, Your Honor. I was getting some water.
All right, you need to show your video.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your client in the courtroom?
He is, Your Honor. I saw him. He came back from being sworn in.
All right, court is calling 2020 CR 4779, State of Texas versus Dominguez Flores. Could I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
Jeffrey Martinez, Your Honor.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No objection.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, I'm showing you, just 1 second, everyone. All right, Domingo Flores.
Yes.
I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, I'm showing you what's entitled Discovery Acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor, and I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Flores, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to need you to speak up so that the court reporter can hear. Did you review that document with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Flores, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand what you're charged with is assault public servant bodily injury? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call them, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine that will be probated. There are no applications for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This will run concurrent with cause number 637186. The state will take in consideration 2020 CR 5987 and 635986. There's to be no contact with Sarah Rodriguez, that's SARAH, no harmful or injurious contact with Juanita Cortez, CORTES. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that You're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service restitution, the APSE course, cognitive behavior course, regular UAs, NIC evaluation, and parenting classes. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, the state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, I'm going to show you what's entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I do, Your Honor. My client was a victim of a shooting on January 22nd. We presented that evidence to the state. He has an outstanding bill from being shot 9 times of $26,000 to pay. His shattered femur, a broken hip. He'll never be able to walk the same way. He has multiple devices in him. He's currently on medications for blood clots. He's applying for disability and is awaiting further surgeries to address bullet fragments that have left in him. We would just ask that the community service be probated. Right now, his probation fees for the misdemeanor case that is concurrent, 637-186 is $30. We ask the probation fees run concurrent with that at $30. The community service be waived, and that, of course, the courses that he does for that run concurrent with this, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so did this shooting occur after or before this incident?
After, Your Honor.
All right, so what is happening with the children that the CPS worker came out to investigate?
Rights to the parents, Your Honor, have been terminated. They no longer have custody of those children.
All right, and that's because they didn't do their service plan?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so where are those children? Are they with some relative?
No, Your Honor, in foster care.
Okay. Mr. Flores, is there anything you wish to say?
I mean,
No, here's the thing. The person who's with you, I'm not asking them questions. I'm asking it of you. So let me explain something so that the person who's with you can hear. They are not the person who's on probation. So whatever they're telling you, they're not going to be forced with the consequences. You understand?
And Your Honor, if I may, on behalf of my client, that's his wife who's there with the no harmful offensive contact. We're asking for that NIC evaluation because of the shootings and things. He is competent, Your Honor, but he's no longer as sharp as he once was. So she does assist him. So we apologize for her interrupting.
All right. So Mr. Flores,
yes.
if you're tested today for drugs, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
When's the last time you used?
The day I got shot.
All right. And what were you using?
Methamphetamine.
How often did you use?
Right. It used to be constantly. I mean, since then I actually changed a lot because I actually it opened my eyes when I don't know, still being here alive, made me change and now I'm really changing, try to get my kids back. I'm trying to do whatever I can. Like God gave me another chance to be here, and I'm trying to do the best I can, change to be a different person than what I was.
All right. How are you supporting yourself now?
Um, I'm trying to apply for disability, and I try to get help here however I can. It's hard right now.
All right. And what is the reason for the request for the cognitive behavior course?
Judge, in
No, I'm
speaking,
sorry. I'm addressing the state now. Just give me a moment.
in speaking to the victim in the case, she had, I guess, many interactions with the defendant, and she thought that that would be something that would benefit him.
All right. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years, $1,000 fine, probated, concurrent with 637186, take in consideration 2020 CR 5987 635986. There should be no contact with Sarah Rodriguez, no harmful or injurious contact with Juanita Cortez, APS course, cognitive behavior course, regular UAs or the patch, MIC evaluation, parenting classes, no unsupervised contact with minors, and field visits 2 times per month, random and regular Zoom reporting or in person. Rebecca, is there anything else that Mr. Flores will need?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Flores, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. Probation will meet you in 3 to go over conditions with you. And Mr. Martinez, if you could go to room number 3, please. And Rebecca, you can go to 3.
Your Honor, from there, may we be excused?
Yes.